And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toe the Line with me, George Glinsky, joined today, finally, by Matthew Hodgson. How are we doing, my man?
Good, George. How are you, mate?
Yeah, really good. How have we been associated for so long, yet we've never had an interview?
No idea. You've obviously got other better fighters to interview than me, mate, eh?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that, but, now I've really put my foot in it. But yeah, we're here now. Yeah. We're here. Finally, on your third fight in BKB. Obviously, last two fights haven't gone your way, but you are originally, I believe, what was it, 5-0 in amateur BKB or regional?
4-0 in amateur BKB, yeah.
So, I mean, you've had a really good run in bare knuckle boxing, and now you're coming in at BKB 23 against Danny Devall. A great opportunity to get in the win column for BKB. So, first of all, your thoughts and reflections on being given the fight against Danny.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for me, and obviously I couldn't find anything on him and how he fought. I know his background, couldn't find anything on him. And then they released his last fight from BKB, and yeah, I won't say too much about it, but I'm not worried. And I think this is just a stepping stone for me. It's a great fight for me. So yeah, I've took it with open arms.
Did you not watch it live? It was the first time you watched it, when it was released?
No, I was at the show. But by the time we'd parked and walked over, I just missed that first fight, and he was first on the card. Yeah.
I've got to press you then. What did you think?
Yeah. Well, let's just say it's very open, and I don't know if he's trying to copy Jimmy Sweeney with his hands, but he's nowhere near Jimmy Sweeney with his hands. I don't know what he's doing, whether he's trying to land a plane or whatever, move a plane out, and they do all this and whatever, and his hands are all over, mate. So yeah, that's all I'll say about.
Yeah. That was very well worded. Obviously, this fight has come to us. You've actually been in quite an interesting few war of words, but this one again seems like the intensity is brewing on social media. Is there an edge to this fight that you haven't had before?
No, I mean, obviously the biggest edge to my fight with Erik Olsen, and yeah, that would it didn't go my way. Bad cut, fair play to Erik. I can't slag him off. Brilliant shot, and my first fight, I was bringing it, and I thought I'd have him. And if the fight had carried on, I do believe I'd have beaten him. But doctor stoppage from a bad cut, and that's it. Fair enough. So no, obviously that's the one. But me and Danny, yeah, we've had a few words and stuff, and I like to wind him up. He's just not biting all the time, so I don't like that. It's like, come on, give me something back. It's like he'll do me talking on 20th, but it's like, if you perform like your last performance, mate, there'll be no talking going on, I tell you now. There'll be loads of sleeping, but no talking.
Definitely. But, do you require that? Do you require a bit of an edge? It does seem like you tend to get involved in that in coming up to a fight.
Yeah, well, I've never really done it. I've always been, a bit quiet in the background and just performed on the night kind of thing. But obviously, me and Darren Godfrey started a little bit, a banter, started as banter, and then it was every opportunity we got against each other to try and slag each other off and build each other up. And, I kind of enjoyed it. I thrived off it. It was making me train harder. It was making me, run faster and further and just focusing on him all the time, And it's the same with Danny. I'm watching what he's doing. I'm seeing how he's training. I mean, he's not special, but I'm watching it anyway, and it's making me train harder. It's making me want to come with that aggression. And no doubt, mate, that aggression's there. And if he performs like he did last time, he's going to get a shock, I'll tell you now.
Definitely. You mentioned Darren Godfrey there. Obviously, that was a fight that was in place to be had. And again, a lovely war of words on social media. After this fight, obviously, Darren just lost to Lawrence Tracy, who's now fighting for the British title at the weight 88 kilograms, which you're fighting at. Is that a fight you would be open to at this stage, or do you feel like a win over Devall would catapult you past his level?
No. I actually thought before Danny that it would be me and Tracy that would be fighting. I thought he was on my level. I thought he was as aggressive, as aggressive as me. He brings that MMA background, So I thought that had been a really good fight for me and him. And obviously I got offered Danny, and obviously he got the title shot, which is fair enough. When I beat Danny, let's see who wins that title, and let's go from there.
You're looking for the winner of Mason Shaw versus Lawrence Tracy, ideally.
Yeah, absolutely. If the offer's there, I'll take that with open arms. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Either to Mason Shaw or Tracy. Yeah, both good fights for me.
Definitely. And Darren Godfrey Jr., is he completely out of the picture now?
I don't know, mate. He's gone quiet and he seems to have disappeared. So yeah, move on to bigger things now, maybe. If he wants that fight, he knows where I am, and obviously he needs to speak to Jim. But obviously, it's just another stepping stone for me for that British title. So if I can beat Danny and get the British title shot, then so be it. I'll jump at that rather than having to fight Darren Godfrey to get to that. What's the point? So yeah, we'll see what happens, mate. Yeah.
Definitely. And you've switched things up since you've come into BKB. You're now at Golden Team, which is really the hub, I think, for Northern fighters in bare knuckle boxing. Sparring tonight. So I've got to ask, how has the camp been going in general? And what is it like training at Golden Team?
It's good, mate. Obviously, MMA background over at AVT for a good 11 years under Danny Mitchell. And it's more of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu MMA gym. So yeah. I had to make that decision and obviously go to a just specific boxing gym. I had a chat with Danny, told him what I was thinking about, and left with utmost respect for him. And he'll always be a friend of mine. And went to Golden Team, spoke to P, who was my coach, and he welcomed me into the gym. The lads were good. The atmosphere is brilliant. There's no egos there. There's no, I'm hard, I'm going to knock your head off. None of that shite. You come in, you train hard, you spar hard, you leave it all there, and you walk out happy. There's good amateurs coming through the ranks. That we train in 4 or 5 times a week down there, and you've got your pros there. There's your Mick Lamoth, your Jack Bateson. There's your good lads there as well. So yeah, it's just nice to go down. Get the 4 sessions in, the 5 sessions a week, train hard, mate. And he does push me. My boxing's come on hell of a lot since, obviously, me MMA. Turning into boxing from MMA is hard work. You're very square on. You don't have a boxing stance. You're very, you're ready for that takedown all the time in MMA. But I've had to, readjust. And obviously, we help from P and everybody else there at the gym. They've made me do that. And I do believe that this time you'll see a different fighter. Obviously, Eric, bad cut, fair enough. Ryan Barrett, I couldn't find anything on Ryan. Nothing at all. No fights, no nothing to sit and watch. So obviously, it was just one of those that people know I'm aggressive. I was going to come forward aggressive. And, after that first shot, he caught me lovely. Like, it was just like the bone on his wrist. Caught me at the side of the back of the head, and he sat me, and I never really recovered from that, and then he sat me with that right hand over the top, which was lovely. So fair play to him. We do speak quite a lot, me and Ryan, and I've utmost respect for him. And that's what it is, isn't it? Bare knuckle can take one shot, and sit you on your ass, and that's it, over and done with. And, I do have respect for him after that. But yeah, you move forward, don't you?
Definitely. And you said you were sparring tonight. Anyone you were in particular you were training with? Anyone we should be watching out for?
Well, P's been poorly, you see, so I weren't training at Golden Team tonight. I went to Wakefield Trinity Boxing in Wakefield.
Awesome.
Group of lads down there, Rick Bennett, Danny Pickup. I've known them for a few years now. Go down and train when I can't get over to Golden Team. They let me go. I don't even have to pay sometimes, they look after me. Put me through it down there. Went down and did 6 rounds with Danny Pickup. He's 78 kilo. He's on about going in the ABA championships. Wow. But he's sharp, he's fast. And he hits hard, and it was nice to get in there with him. Obviously, to put myself, obviously I have to move a lot more with a lighter guy, and put myself to the test. And bit of a bruised nose and a bit of a sore eye, mate. But that's sparring for you, isn't it? That's why we do it.
Has that been the regularity of your camp? Working on speed, movement, sparring the smaller guy for the mobility.
Yeah, I like to do a few technical sparring sessions. The footwork, the head movement, the drilling that we do. and obviously like one heavy spar, you know, a week at the minute. And yeah, I'm loving it, mate. You know, I've been sparring with Mark Holmes as well. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Good boxer, hard lad. Had some good spars with him, mate, and you know, he's a tough lad. And I tell you now, these lads that I'm sparring, there's no way Danny's going to come at me like them. You know what I mean? It's I've nothing to worry about, and I can hold my own with them. So with Danny, I'm not worried, mate. Not worried.
Definitely. Obviously, part of camp is always visualizing the fight and particular scenarios that can play out. What do you see? You said that he's not going to come at you the way that the fighters are in the gym.
No. Lads come at me in the gym nice and, you know, tucked up as a boxer does. You know, from his last performance, all I can see is he's wide open, his chin's up in air, and he seems to be winging his arms about like he's windmilling, you know what I mean? And you do that, mate, you're going to go to sleep, which is exactly what I'm planning to do. So, yeah, first round, mate, he's going to sleep, guaranteed.
First round. Okay. We like that. So before we go into sponsors and thanks, why should people watch this fight? Why should people tune in to Matthew Hodgson versus Danny Devall on the 20th of November?
Well, people should tune in, mate, because it's going to be one hell of a fight. You know, I bring it every time, win or lose. I get in there, pressure, aggression. You know, I can take a good crack, and I can also give a good crack. Danny's just a stepping stone for me, but I'm still going to bring it to him and put it on him, and you know, and give the fans what they want. You know, some blood, some gore, some hard punches. And that's what people go to BKB for.
Definitely. No, this is a fight that I'm really looking forward to. When it was put together, I thought a great, you know, competitive matchup. But as you say, first round knockout, so maybe not a competitive matchup. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, mate. You know, let's see what he's got to bring.
Definitely. So finally, sponsors and thanks. Who have you got to thank?
Yes, I'll say my sponsors first, mate. Northern Performance, MWA Fencing, CBD Guru, King's Plastering, Solo Sheeting, Senate's Joinery, Excess Mouthguards, Shelley's Hair Design, Motocross Concepts, and Vulcanite. Without them, there's no way I could do what I do, train as hard as I do. They help me out a hell of a lot, and I really do appreciate everything that they do for me. My thanks go to my family, my wife for putting up with me. You know, obviously cutting weight at the minute, not a lot, but still cutting. So can't eat what I want. I'm ratty. I'm hungry. You know, she's used to it by now. She's had it for a lot of years. Yeah, you know, everybody at Golden Team, P, my coach, Dan Pembo. You know, they all know who they are. That's pushing me. Danny Pickup, Rick Bennett. You know, everybody that's helping me out in this camp. I do appreciate it, and you'll see what difference it makes. Everybody helping me out.
One to watch, Matthew Hodgson. Obviously, it's not been the perfect start, but no reason why it can't be the perfect finish. Thank you for your time, mate.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.